Breakfast Club, bitches.
Now, I've been called a lot in my 23 years, but Donkey of the Day is a new one.
Well, Donkey of the Day for Thursday, February 6th. Today is the 6th, right? Okay. It goes to a man who has been identified by Ann Arbor News as Tom Bertel. Now, I love audacity. Okay, I actually love the unmitigated gall of some people. It takes nuts or a complete lack of self-awareness to do the things that some people do. That's why in certain situations like this one, I have to give this man, Tom Bertel, the credit he deserves for being stupid. But I also have to laugh at the fact this man has the audacity to do what he did. Now, a school in Michigan called Liberty School was having a meeting to discuss concerns about diversity and acceptance at schools. Parents were there expressing their concerns. Okay, one man named Adrian Irola, I think I pronounced his last name right, Iraola, was sharing a story with parents and school administrators about how racism in the school had been affecting his child. When Tom Bertel interrupted him, I repeat, Adrian Iraola, who is Mexican, I forgot to say that, who is Mexican, by the way, was talking to the parents and school administrators about how racism in the school had been affecting his child when he was interrupted by Tom Bertel. Would you like to know how Tom Bertel interrupted? Let's go to Good Morning America for the report, please.
A meeting about racism in a Michigan school erupts when Adrian Iraola, who immigrated from Mexico in the 1980s, was interrupted as he described his son's experience.
I went to his bedroom to say goodnight, and he was crying because of the abuse that he was enduring in this school system.
Then why did you stay in Mexico?
You need to leave!
The meeting was to address racial issues in the school district after a group of black football players was targeted with racial slurs on Snapchat. The offending parent eventually takes the mic to make this point.
Try being white and walk in a black neighborhood, see what happens. And like this incident where somebody made a little tweet. Okay, nobody was hurt in that. You know, nobody got hurt in that. It was done off campus.
Iraola kept his composure and eventually answered the man's question, which resulted in another outburst.
You know, he asked me a question, why didn't I stay in Mexico? Because this is the greatest country in the world.
But you're complaining about being here.
The school district did put out a statement and says in part that this type of bigotry goes against all the values and beliefs of our school system. It says we will continue to listen to parents and students.
For the record, Tom Bertel, if you are white walking in a black neighborhood, we either think you're the police or an Uber Eats person, okay? Now, at Liberty School, I don't know how serious y'all take diversity and acceptance at schools. I don't know how serious y'all take racism, but if there was ever any doubt that this was happening at this school, okay, then all doubt has been removed because the apple don't fall too far from the tree. If that's how the parent, Tom Bertel, is talking and acting in public, I can imagine what he is saying around the house, and that attitude and energy is being transferred to his children, possibly, okay, and possibly his children could be bringing that BS to the school. Now, this right here just proves my point that a lot of white men are just completely tone deaf, all right? They lack cultural awareness. They are completely culturally clueless. Tom, you are at a meeting for diversity and acceptance in schools. A parent was sharing a story about racism in the school and how it affects his child. And your brain says to your mouth, now is the perfect time to say something racist. This is literally like being at a support group for sexual assault victims. A woman is standing up telling her story of being sexually assaulted, and then some guy yells out, well, what were you wearing that night? Or yells out, well, how much did you drink that night? Okay? That's like being on the plane and while the flight attendant is breaking down the instructions for people sitting in the emergency exit row, and when she asks you if you can assist, what do you say, Yee?
If I can assist?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, imagine if you looked her in the eye and asked her, so how exactly do I open this door mid-flight? Okay? Tom, my God, play the clip again.
I went to his bedroom to say goodnight, and he was crying because of the abuse that he was enduring in this school system.
Then why did you stay in Mexico?
Well,
man, you cut off my favorite part. When the white woman goes, you need to leave.
That sounds fake.
Now, Tom's son, actually, and I'm glad this happened, Tom's son, Matt Bertel, he said, he posted on Facebook, 4:13 p.m., Today, my father asked a deliberately racist question at the Saline Area School's diversity and inclusion meeting. His views of hate in no way represent my own. I stand in solidarity with the refugees and immigrants of the world. Round of applause for Matt Bertel. Not too much. I don't applaud white people for doing what the hell he's supposed to do. Okay, I'm just glad he drew a line in the sand and let his father know that his behavior was completely unacceptable.
Too much goddamn mayonnaise.
Too much goddamn mayonnaise. Please let Kathy Griffin give Tom Bertel the biggest hee-haw.
Please give this giant jar of mayo the biggest hee-haw.
Imagine having to go to school with that man's child.
Donkey of the Day is brought to you by the law office of Michael S. Lamonsoff. Don't be a donkey. Dial pound 250 on your cell and say the bull if you've been hurt in a construction accident. That's pound 250 from your cell and say the bull.